What's up, guys? Oracle back with another video, and so today's a special day for me for the stock pond because this is probably the last time we're gonna add fish. And when I mean add fish, add new fish. This is like I have everything I want in here right now. I got ember tetras. So we have ember tetras, golden tetras, and neons, and then we have cherry barbs. So those are my 4 schooling fish. And then I got 3 more Corys. I was gonna get more, but they're a little expensive. They're a little cheaper at Petco, but the Petco ones usually die a lot. So I don't want to go back to Petco for fish. Because a lot of times, a lot of albino Corys usually just die for me from Petco. The other 3 Corys I have, I do know those are from the other shop and they do way better. We got some plants. I got some chain swords. And I'm gonna plant them separately. I don't want them all clumped together like I did the micro swords. Because I want to see the difference in growth. And how fast the runners will start popping out. You also got some red floater plant, because my general rule, usually when I buy fish, is to buy a plant for each fish. The red floater is going to be in I didn't really want a floater for the pond, but I turned off the air pump. I'm letting the water just chill out. There's plenty of oxygen. If I see the fish just chilling at the top, I'll turn it back on. But they should be good for a long time. I'm gonna actually put the red floaters in here for a while, let them grow out, and then by the time I set up the shrimp tank, which I can't do because I'm still waiting for them to do my window, and I want to put the tank by the window, and I just don't want to fill the tank up and then have to move that heavy shit and then swish the water around, swish the plants, the decorations, the sand. I don't want to do all that. It sounds horrible. So I'm not doing that. So pretty much until that happens, I'm gonna buy the other stuff. I'm gonna buy the substrate. It's gonna be driftwood. I'm gonna do driftwood. I'm gonna do all these other things. But until they do the window, I'm not investing heavily into it right now. I have everything for it, substrate wise. It's just the driftwood, some of the decorations, and I also need to plant the 30-gallon, which that's a lot. But honestly, I could buy 2 Pop-Those plants at Home Depot, come home, put one of them in the 30-gallon, maybe both if I could fit it in, because it takes up a lot of space. And then after that, see what happens. So let me try to show off. Actually, these are wet. I don't know why I put the plants in. I don't know why I try to acclimate the plants, but but we have them, the chain swords, nicely acclimated. And then we have the floaters. So I wanted some color in the tank, and this is the only option I really had. I'm gonna get my little stand. Actually, let me just get the micros out. I'm gonna let them acclimate a little bit longer, because my tank is decently hotter than, well, actually, let me check the temperature. It's at 78 right now, which is pretty, it jumps to 78 to 80 depending, but usually later in the day, it'll get a little, warmer in the temperature. I had my scissors. Now, where are they? You know what? Forget it. Should be able to just pop these open. So these are chain swords. Actually, I might plant these together, because I feel like they'll do a little better together, judging from the way they look. So, let me see. I'm using the Amazon box just to dump all the stuff out. Oh, I got loose. Actually, it has real nice roots, to be honest. I just gotta get all this stuff off of it. They actually secure these really nicely in the pods. I just hate these because I feel like sometimes they're just ripping the roots. And there's no pesticides on these, so I don't have to rinse them or anything. Because they, most of their setups, they keep it with fish. These roots are really nice, to be honest. Let me just try to focus. I'm trying to get all this stuff out. Got some gunk on me. So generally, when I do buy plants, what are you doing? Generally, when I do buy fish, I get a plant per fish. Not the best way to save money, but I find it helps you keep your tank from collapsing on you. And if I'm not buying fish, I want to buy something to improve tank quality, at least a little bit. So maybe I do want to rinse this guy off. Oh shit, I got water right here. I was going to use this to put the fish in, but it should be fine. Yeah. A decent amount of gunk off. So we got the gunk off the sides. Pretty nice and rooted. So I'm gonna put that in the tank. I'll show you guys when I actually get it off. I did turn the heat up a bit because the water feels a little cold. So we got a dead leaf here, so I'm gonna just rip that off. And that itself will grow. See this, I don't know if it's gonna propagate, this little piece right here. And I'm gonna plant it and then see if it roots out. Just gotta squeeze this guy out a little bit. This one's way smaller, but it's still decent. I think both of these were like $9 each, so it's not that bad. I would still say if you're starting a new tank, buying plants online, buying a bundle of 3 or 4. Like look for bundles, like, because at a store you're looking at a $15 Amazon sword, but they're gonna sell you 1 sword. You could get 4 swords online. They'll be on the smaller side, but once you grow them out, it goes a long way. And if you buy 2 sets of that, you're looking at, you know, 8 swords. Depending on the size of your tank, that could go a long way. If you have a 10-gallon or 20-gallon, that could fill up a lot of space. Or 30-gallon, that's out of the story. You're probably gonna want more than just swords. I've been looking for some more like taller plants that grow tall, but really you just gotta, it's when you're not using CO2, it's all about waiting. It takes longer for it to grow. Depending how deep your substrate is, those roots have to get all the way down there. So it's just about time. Rinse this one off too. And you could always put the pots in your tank if you want. I wouldn't do that. There's certain benefits to it, like they won't get uprooted. The fish won't knock them around as much. But I feel like it really stagnates the growth. But that's just me, because maybe I'm just wrong. Because usually when I bring something from the store, and then I put it in my tank, the growth is crazy. And I actually been struggling with my tank because I've been trying to low-key trying to create an algae bloom, but I can't for some reason. Because I don't know if there's too much water and there's not enough nutrients to do that, or it's like well planted enough to where all the nutrients are being used. All right, those are micro swords. The floaters are just gonna go straight in. These are red floater plants. I was gonna get duckweed, but then I was like, nah. Duckweed is really good. I'll probably get some later. Now for something most people don't tell you about these floating plants, if you have an air pump, you want it on the lowest setting, or you want to block these plants from getting to it, or you have a filter with high flow, because the more these guys get pushed around and shoved around, the roots don't come out. It takes a real long time for them to root. And it really sucks because you basically, I mean, they'll still survive and whatever, but you won't get your money's worth. Alright, I'm gonna dump this water into here. Got some more waters. And that's how they look. Now once these guys start breeding, they'll just spread out little by little. These actually have nice roots, so it's just a waiting game with this, to be honest. And then, you know, I got some floating leaves already around. But from my experience from growing like plants and stuff, I know water's a little tricky because you don't want to contaminate your water with dead material, but for the most part, I feel like you should leave your dead leaves in because it's all a cycle of growing. So first we're gonna try the Julius Cory's. Now I have been told that they only school with their own like color and species, but I found that to be kind of a lie, to be honest. Because I've seen them in pet store school with any species. It's kind of the same with the neons. They tell me the neons are only going to school with neons. I see the neons schooling with the cherry barbs. And pretty much all the tetras start their own school. Honestly, this is one of the main reasons I even wanted this many species of tetra or different colors, because it's cool seeing they're different, but you know, it's like they're like a true community fish to me. Then they tight this shit tight. I hate getting the rubber bands off. I don't have nails because I bite them off. Because I'm a fucking, I don't know what's wrong with me with my nails. I know they call it like an oral fixation, no homo, but I guess that's what it is. Alright, we got the Julius. God damn. Alright, he did this a little too good. I'm gonna just pop the bag. I usually always make a mess on my floor, but I'll clean it up. Right, all on the bottom. I was gonna get 2 pandas and 3 of these guys, but all the pandas were gone. Unfortunately, almost every pet store in New York or fish store in New York has shipping on either Mondays, Tuesdays, and by the time I get there on the weekend, which is my days off, I have nothing to buy. Because they're all gone. Yeah, but I think these guys are gonna be a real cool addition to the pond. I'm gonna find my fish net. Oh, I see it right there. Actually, this is way too much water in here. I'm gonna dump some out. You know what? I'm gonna just dump them into the net. It's a little better. Okay. We got the 3 Corys. They look super nice. I like the albinos too, but I kind of got tired of just getting albino Corys. There we go, my guys. And we'll just flip them around. My God does not want to leave. I didn't even see where they swim to, but we'll find them all in the other video. All right. I wish I get better at filming, but you know. These will be ember tetras. So like I said, we have the neons, goldens, and embers. I don't want the black neon tetras because they're kind of just an opposite color swap of the neon tetras, so I don't want them. There are green. There's green tetras, and if I find them, I'll probably get like 5. Not like a big school. I get like 5 of those maybe. And I don't know if they crossbreed like neons and goldens, and but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't really care about breeding. Because I'll either rehome the fish or just sell them, so easy peasy. Just dump these guys in here. The only reason I'm dumping them in a 2-liter is kind of easier for me. Okay, the light made it worse. Yeah, but I'm gonna do it the same way. I'm gonna dump them all into the net, straight into the net. And then we should be good. So let me grab this. Got everyone in at once. So this is 10. Where we got everyone out. So these guys are hungry because I haven't fed since I dropped the daphnia in there. That was about 2 days ago. The fish have fast metabolism, so like a fish could eat every 2 hours. So it's very easy to overfeed them. And these are fancy guppies. Let me try to film them better. So I got 3 females, 2 males. And these are my last. This is going to be the last species to this pond. Because from here on out, I'm just going to be doing decorations. I'm still on the... Alright, my bad. I pressed the recording button. This is why I need to get the tripod. It's so annoying, bro. And actually, they put some plants in there. I'm actually put those in the tank and see if they grow. I love free stuff, so... And for the most part, I'm actually just take the plants out real quick because I don't want to ruin them. As I say that as I break one. Oh god. Oh, this one looks like a floater. That's a nice get. Drop that right into the water. Looks like a tiny bit of duckweed. I'll leave it in the... I'll put it in the tank and see if it actually grows out. See how prolific the duckweed is. Turn this over. All the guppies in there. I can see why people don't like plastic. The distortion, I can see pisses off people a lot, pissing me off. So I'm gonna get them into the net, straight into the tank. I'm gonna just leave the duckweed and stuff. I want to see if it grows. I mean, it's gonna grow, but I want to see how fast, like maybe 4 duckweed goes. It'd be a nice test. Got all the guppies. I'm gonna put them in with the duckweed and everything. Hopefully they find their way out. Nothing left in there. I don't know why this has turned into like my filming box, but it is what it is. So obviously the betas will beef with the guppies because they're colorful for a little bit, but I don't mind it. I have no fin injuries so far. Nothing like that. All the duckweeds, all the red floaters seems to just be right here. So in general, I want it to be like a little clumped up. The roots will help keep it all together. So in general, we're gonna make this grow everywhere. And then I'm gonna get a grinder, grind this stuff up, and then feed it to fish. And then that in itself becomes free food. The duckweed is better for it, but we'll see if the little bit of duckweed I put in here actually grows. I actually can't even see it because it's so small, but oh yeah, it's over there. We'll see if that duckweed actually spreads and grows. It should be a fun thing to see in general. I'm gonna just grab whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I guess I could show you where I planted the chain sword. I was going to spread it around, but I thought it was like the micro swords. It's not, so it's kind of like spiny like that. And then I planted the other one over here. But next time I go there, I'm probably not gonna get fish. You know, that's surprising for me to say. I have never went to a fish store. I never bought fish, but next time I'm probably only gonna get micro swords, and I'm gonna spread them around as much as possible. But for right now, we're gonna feed everybody. So I kind of want to move this out the way, because I don't know if you guys could see the biofilm on camera, but there's a lot, which is a good thing. Means your tank is doing really nice. But usually if I turn on the air pump, all the biofilm is gone overnight because it's so powerful. And it only takes a couple hours for the biofilm to come back, and it's like just a mist. So I'm gonna actually feed them live food this time. I fed the shrimp yesterday, and everyone else should be good. So I'm gonna just get the live food. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So we have minus shrimp, brine shrimp, spirella, and something else. And honestly, I like to hold these because a lot of the times these guys will like outcompete each other, and if I tap the water, all the tetras are gonna come over. Actually, let me hold it over here. The guppies are actually really excited. And that bait is right under me. See, I like to do this because I could spread it around enough. And once I get it like decent, I've done them halfway down. That way whoever's gonna outcompete it has a chance to go somewhere else. Now we're gonna watch everyone eat. I saw the yellow guppy get some brine shrimp just now. Always like feeding when adding new fish. After I add the fish, not before. I don't know why it's just me. Unless it's a real, unless it's shrimp. Shrimp I usually feed before, add the shrimp, and then feed a little more after. But the red cherry barbs are almost full size now, which you can see these guys grew a lot within like a couple of weeks. Actually, maybe 2 or 3 weeks I had them. Now as you can see the Julius guys, it's real hard to find them. And the frog is over here. She was just looking at me. Yep. She usually finds all the leftover food and destroys it. And tonight I will like get the gravel vacuum or the sand vacuum and just get all the poop out on the surface. Which I do like. I have to be honest, I like this type of sand color because you can see the poop on the sand. There's some people that might be unsightly, but it makes it cleaning so much easier. Cause when it was black sand, I was just hitting random spots. A lot of these guys poop in the same spot over and over. Sometimes it's not random. Listen, what do you want? I dropped the food in already. I already dropped the food in. Yeah, go find it. Leave me alone. But, you know, like I could like visibly see poop. I kind of like it because I could just go scoop it up, scoop that up, scoop that up. It makes things so much easier. I do want a smaller gravel vac though. The one I have is so big, it's annoying to just move around and maneuver. It's real annoying. This guppy is really brave right here, this blue one. I don't know if you saw him, but he actually pushed the beta off. So that was surprising me though, but I didn't expect guppies to be that, you know. Alright, here comes the frog. Ain't no one messing with her. So I think that's it for this video. I'm trying to see if I see the Cory doors I added in the tank. I want to at least get them on camera. Oh, I see one right here. They're really camouflaged. I'm gonna have to zoom in. There we go. Oops. Camera, please. Play. So he's right there chilling. Anyone on the ground is almost near impossible to find half the time. Yeah, bro, a lot of these guys are fat. So we're going to do a fast for at least 3 days after this. Especially this blue one. She's always been greedy, but you can see she's fat. At one point I try not to overfeed the betas, but it's really hard when they're so fucking greedy, bro. But hopefully with all the tetras I have in here now and the guppies, they won't get as much as the food as they usually be doing. Because usually they could just bully themselves into all the food, but hopefully these guys will scoop it up. The guppies will scoop some up, the frog will scoop some up, and I won't have to deal with it as much. Hopefully that duckweed grows out a little bit more. I won't be surprised. There's only like 5 or 6 like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 petals. If that grows out, that's crazy. And then we have this was like $10 worth. You'll probably get more online, depending on the place. That's in here. We're gonna see how that grows. I should have. I actually don't know how nutrient rich the tank is, because I haven't had an algae bloom. I've been putting a lot of not a lot, but the recommended dose of the liquid fertilizer, which is safe for shrimp, no copper. So as of right now, I don't know, to be honest. No ammonia spikes, no nitrate spikes. It seems like I'm doing good. But we'll see after adding this fish if we get a spike. If we get a spike, you know, add some more plants, and then just keep up with the cleaning. And as of right now, I don't really do water changes. I do water replacements. Like if I see enough water evaporated, I fill it up. And the water does not evaporate from this that fast at all. So maybe every 2 weeks I'll add 5 gallons of water. Maybe 10. That's about it. But on the end of the video there, I'm gonna let these guys chill out. I'm gonna turn off the lights, let everyone. Usually when I add fish, I feed, I turn off the lights, and I let everyone chill. Even though there's natural lighting out right now, they still will like appreciate the darkness. I'll let everyone settle, find their spot, let the guppies chill out. This one guppy right here is extremely territorial, which is kind of funny for their temperament. It's funny that one guppy is like acting just like a beta for me for some reason. But we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. The next video should be, honestly, probably next week, Friday maybe. And it's just I'm probably gonna buy duckweed and maybe some plants. And honestly, I might not do that and just stay home. So probably maybe 2-3 weeks. If they fix my window, I'm going straight into building the shrimp tank. So it all depends. So you might not see me for a while, but I might do some feeding videos every like 3 or 4 or 5 days just to keep, you know, traction on the channel. Probably I'll just do a different style of videos. I do want to do a 2-month and beginner guide. Not a guide, but like my experience as a new aquarium hobbyist and my 2 months experience and what I'll do different from the start. I do want to do a video like that. I'll probably wait till I get the tripod so I can actually film correctly, not, you know, do this wanky, janky shit with the camera. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.